So welcome back. This is week 2 of the College Ready Prep High School Sports Show. I'm here today with my good friend, Coach Patrick Washington from Woodrow Wilson High School. Good to have you on the show, Coach.
Thank you, Amir. I'm glad to be here.
So, Coach, let me ask you, for all the people that are watching this, that are aspiring high school athletes and parents, what are some tips that you would give them on increasing their chances of being recruited by a good school?
The first thing is this here, and it's plain and simple. If you don't have the academics,
Right.
it's almost impossible to get a scholarship and play. Okay, because the way things are now, you have to have good grades. You got to have good.
Now, Coach, other than the academics, having good grades, being eligible, and obviously being able to play the game,
Mm-hmm.
what are other things that college coaches are looking for in a student athlete?
Coachable. They're looking for kids that are coachable. They're looking for kids that they don't have to worry about in terms of their academics. They have enough stuff to worry about, and with their schedules and trying to make sure they, get their practice schedules together, and setting things up with the school, and coaches have meetings all the time. So they want to know they have young men and women that low maintenance.
Right.
They don't have to always be, with them. Kids who are going to get to their tutoring on time. Not even getting to the tutoring on time, just getting to the tutoring period. I think in a lot of instances, the hard part is getting into the school.
Right.
Because once you get into school, they have so many things for you there that are accessible,
right,
to help you pass your classes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then sometimes I tell parents and students, if you don't pass your class in college, then you probably either didn't go to class,
right,
you didn't care, or you just lazy as heck.
Right. Right.
And that's what I tell a lot of my parents.
Absolutely. Yeah. And once you get, like Coach said, once you get to a university and you're on a scholarship, they have study hours, they have tutoring, they even have, they send coaches to see whether you're attending class or not.
Yes.
And if you're not, then you go through punishment, which usually involves running and all sorts of other things. When you were going through recruitment,
right,
and many of your students have,
right,
and a lot of these kids are getting multiple offers to go to different places.
Right, yeah.
What are the factors that you would tell a parent or student to think about when weighing multiple offers?
Well, I believe recruiting is the two-way street.
Okay.
And the coaches are going to always recruit. They're going to come after you hard. They're going to tell you everything you want to hear. But I always tell the parents and my students, hey, you recruit them too. You ask a lot of questions, okay? When they get to tell you, oh, we can do this, we can do that, then you ask questions. You want to know how they're going to be able to do it. And in a lot of instances, I make my players, I make them give me a report. Tell me something about that coach. What do you know about that coach? Not about the assistant coach. Tell me something about that head coach.
Right.
Because 98% of the recruiting is done by the assistant coach.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You don't see the head coach until it's time for you to maybe seal the deal and say, verbally commit, hey, I'm coming, the head coach comes and visit. Once they verbally commit, the head coach will come and see them. All right? So you spend all your time with an assistant coach. You build a relationship with an assistant coach, and then you get to school. You only seen the head coach once, maybe twice. And now you realize this is not the guy that came to your school to talk to you and said he was going to do this and he was going to do that. And that's just the nature of the beast. So I try and make my kids give me information on them. Tell me, what you know about them. Read up on their bio.
Right.
Get as much information from their bio. If it's possible, and it has been done from time to time, get a phone number from a player on the team, not a starter.
Okay.
Don't get the phone number from a starter.
Okay.
Don't get the phone number from the 6th man or the 7th man. Get the phone number from number 12 and number 13, the guys that don't play as much. Get their phone number. Ask them how the coach is, how practice is, how he treats the players. And if you can get information from former players, ask them too.
Okay.
You know, because I mean, you need to be informed.
Right.
You need to ask as many questions as possible.
Right.
Some of the other questions that I ask in terms of the kids graduating, I want to know what post, not pre. I want to know what post situations you can help create for them.
Right.
All right. What about your enrichment services at the university? Student enrichment. What's going to happen once this kid finishes playing?
Right.
Okay. You're gonna push them in a direction so they can possibly get a job. You know, a lot of the kids who end up playing, who play and end up graduating, a lot of them, because they still love the game, they want to go in and coach.
Right.
Okay, if this kid want to coach, will you be able to hire him as a grad assistant, or do you have friends, or do you have a relationship with other people that can help this kid get a job as a coach, or put him in a situation to become an administrator, a sports administrator, or athletic director, or something like that. So those are the types of questions that that I ask. All right. Also, I mean, I ask questions about the kids that they're recruiting with his class, the kids that they're looking at beyond, after his class,
right?
Because all that plays a part.
Plays a part in the depth charts.
And the depth charts and everything. All right. If you want to play, sometimes you have to take a step down. There are a lot of good NAIA programs.
Right.
There's a lot of good small school Christian Athletic Association programs.
Right.
So if you want the experience of playing college basketball, hey man, sometimes you have to, take a step down and just go play. Basketball is a global thing now.
Right.
So Canada is good. Argentina, I was down in Argentina last summer, and man, they have colleges and universities down there. They have basketball programs, and they're looking to attract American kids to come down and go to college and play basketball. And a lot of people don't realize that. So because it's such a global phenomenon,
right?
That people are starting to find ways to get kids to come over.
And that's why we have the College Ready Prep High School Sports Show, because we just want to give out a wealth of information that people might not know about normally. So as Coach mentioned, there are so many opportunities for students in this country to play abroad.
Right.
And I assume American students are highly recruited because
they are there because of basketball, because basketball is such a big deal over here. But I think because basketball is such a big deal, and we got March Madness going on right now, and everybody gleaming. Oh, they want to play in the Final Four and all of that, and the people in other countries are watching it too.
That's true.
So they're excited about it too. So we just kind of have tunnel vision, because in most instances that's all we know.
That's all we know.
That's all. We have so many people who want to come to the U.S. to play basketball, but our U.S. kids are not leaving to go play basketball in other places. And I'm telling you, it is a market for it.
Thank you again for tuning in to the College Ready Prep High School Sports Show. Our goal is to help high school athletes get athletic scholarships and to live enriching lives beyond sports. Yeah. We'd like to thank you again, Coach Patrick Washington.
I'm glad to be here. Anytime you want me here, I'll be here.
Absolutely. That's so wonderful. Right. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
All right, then.